la 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 la.
One day at the classroom before the moment of the beginning exams, there were two kids who were named Ramesh and Peter, seated together on tables and chairs, were preparing for the examination. Peter has a pen which consists of 8 colors, while Ramesh has an only blue pen. So they both began to talk together. Hey bud, did you see this pen? It has lots of colors and it's too expensive, which costs $100, you know? Wow, that's nice. You're too lucky having this. Yeah. What kind of pen do you use to write? And then Ramesh showed his blue pen to Peter. As he saw the pen Ramesh had, he felt too disappointed and then said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sick of you again being caught dead with this crappy Atlas pen." Ramesh asked, "Why? Is there anything wrong with the pen?" Peter explained about the pen unfairly that Ramesh has. Yes, the brand is worst, and that users did complain about fake ink quality because it did not write properly. But mine's writes well. Even though it's cheap, however, I'm grateful for what I have. Peter kept quiet and asked Ramesh, "Let me ask you, who bought this pen for you?" "Actually, it's my father who bought it for me. He doesn't have enough money, so he bought it in a shop which is being sold for low cost. A cheap store. Why? Can't you afford an expensive pen like I had?" Peter asked him and had a look through his pen and trying to humiliate Ramesh by showing him off. "If you write with this bold, strong pen, you can be intelligent and you could be able to solve the hardest mathematical problems easily instead of using this old crappy pen." And then Peter threw down Ramesh's pen by hitting it with his pen. Ramesh became disappointed and picked up the pen and said, "You know what? You should try not to judge people before you get to know about them." "What should I know about you, huh?" Peter quarreled at him. "Let me explain you for a while." Ramesh exclaimed at him and said, "The reason why I use things cheap is because my family's income went too downhill since my father lost his job. Things been too tight because we couldn't have enough money for something to eat and buy groceries. Even when my pen ink gets over, I ask my father the money to buy a new pen. He just gave me coins from his savings and that's why I bought the pen that cost just $5. And this is the pen I'm using right now. Remember, pens doesn't provide you intelligence. It provides on what you need to write." Peter began to laugh and said, "If you tell me this, however, you're not going to make it perfect." And then, as the examination began after the sheets were delivered to students, Ramesh, who doesn't bother about the quality of the pen, completes his work in the sheet with a clear mind, while Peter, on the other hand, who thinks that pens could provide intelligence, fails to complete his exam because when he started to write, his pen tip wasn't working. Even though he kept scribbling on the exam paper, it didn't work out. Peter was devastated as he opened up and saw his pen tip, which was filled with fake ink. The next day, as the examination results came nearby, Ramesh ends up passing his exam, while Peter, on the other hand, ends up failing his exam. And then he started to think that Ramesh was right and later realized that pens doesn't provide mental intelligence. This is the original story from the Regal Story Express. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.